She bullies and then lies. I don't do that.
Well,
I said no.
You just bullied
no
us.
more bitches coming on this show.
Wow, I like that.
You bullied us.
No more bitches.
No more bitches. Next up, Joe Buddens and Eminem.
All right, you picked that one. I was gonna go somewhere else, but Joe Buddens and Eminem. So basically, what happened was last year, like in December, Eminem dropped an album. It was called Recovery.
It's called Trash.
You
Trash
know,
2. Trash 2?
I don't know, maybe Trash 3, but
Trash 3.
He put out an album called Recovery, and he basically did not have the momentum that everybody thought that the great Eminem should have.
Too positive and like political and shit.
Well, he was being. It wasn't his style. It's not what we're used to. You know, when you go.
He was trying to reflect the times.
You don't want to. I don't want to go and see a musical by Sylvester Stallone. I don't. I want to see him shooting shit up. I want to see, you know, like I don't. When you go to see when you hear certain people, you want to hear what they're good at. You don't want to hear the other shit.
So you're basically telling him, right? Like they tell LeBron, shut up and play basketball. You're basically telling him, shut up and rap.
That's what you just did.
No, I didn't say shut up and rap.
Simone says, an artist. An artist, you need to, your music, your art should reflect the times that you're alive in. So if he was talking about political shit, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
though.
but
like,
nobody want to hear him dumbing
not
himself
a whole
down.
album.
Nobody wants to hear himself dumbing him down, talking about fucking Molly's and Xans.
No,
that's not what he's talking about.
I said no one wants to see that.
No, that's not even what he did. He was just.
He
It
did
wasn't
the opposite.
It was.
People
It
didn't like it.
He was just.
We don't want to see him talking about Molly's.
Yeah,
and Xans.
we don't. But that's not even what he did,
talking
though.
About politics.
I'm saying, yeah, you said the music should reflect the times. I'm saying,
Right.
but right now, what's current and popular and music is what these kids are talking about.
No, that's not what the saying means. You shouldn't reflect the times based on what the music is. You should reflect the times of the world, the state of the world that you're living in. So right now, what's happening in the world? Black people are being killed by police brutality.
And he was doing that.
Mexican families being ripped apart at the borders. We fucking
God.
around with North Korea. We about to get fucking blown up, nuked. All types of crazy shit. They changing up the fucking weather. They're poisoning us with our food and our water. We're eating genetically modified food and shit. They spraying us in the sky. Like, these are the things.
This show took a dark fucking turn. I'm just depressed
It's not.
right now.
Oh my god.
No, she has a point. She has a point. What she's saying. He might not have gone that far, but it should reflect. It should reflect the times, right? When he tried to reflect the times, it wasn't like a Jay-Z 444. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z came back with 444 and everybody praised him because it felt like it was for this time. It felt like it fit in. His shit was good for him, but it wasn't like...
It was gimmicky.
It was kind of gimmicky.
Because remember he did the whole, what was it, at the Hip Hop Awards, the cypher, and he did like a
Trump. Yeah,
a Trump diss,
a freestyle to
Trump. That was dope as fuck, though.
No, it wasn't. That shit was whack.
I mean, lyrically, it wasn't dope, but it was dope that he did it.
It wasn't dope to me that he did it either because we all knew that he was dropping. It was fucking gimmicky. I don't like gimmicky shit.
I don't think it was gimmicky.
It was gimmicky. He dropped his. Gimmicky. We hadn't heard from Eminem in eons. Then all of a sudden, his first step back into the spotlight. It was eons.
It hasn't been eons.
Before the Recovery album, when's the last time Eminem dropped the album? Yes. Exactly. So you can add in the Recovery album. That was his first trying to come back in, and he was not met with open arms. People didn't like the project. So he tries to do
let me finish. So that happened. Mm-hmm. That album dropped then, and then the media, like you was about to say, ripped him to shreds because the album it was subpar for Eminem standards. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what are Eminem standards? That's why I want to get to this Joe Budden.
So Eminem standards is Marshall Mathers' album. That's his best album to date to me, my opinion. But anyway, so then at the time, Joe Budden was on that show, Everyday Struggle, and he was being reluctant at the time because I still watch Everyday Struggle every day. And they basically...
Did you struggle to watch it every day or was just...
It wasn't a struggle. I used to watch it every day.
Okay.
Fuckhead. Anyways, basically he struggled to comment on it because he signed to Eminem He signed to Eminem through Slaughterhouse.
I'm sorry. Did you see? You kind of fucking close. That's rapey. What the fuck? I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with your proximity of me.
What is going on?
I was trying to.
I think that's the front. I think that's what's gonna go in front of the video right there. What she just did.
Yeah, we should definitely.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh look, I was trying to lift the arm.
Shout out the Black King.
I got you, man.
This motherfucker here. And she's scared?
That's what I was trying to do.
Fine. Anyways, so he struggled to basically comment on him, right? And eventually he gave in because Eminem released a track and he was saying something like black boy, and he says something like that, and then Joe Budden heard it for the first time. He's like, no, that's not it. And then he went in on Eminem. And when he went in, everybody's like, oh shit. And in my head I was like, damn, Joe Budden really don't give a fuck. So fast forward to now, Eminem releases a surprise album about a week ago or 2 weeks ago or something like that. And on that, he got at a lot of people. So he got at
all the youngins.
Like Lil Pump. He got at Lil Yachty. He got at Machine Gun Kelly. And then he got at Joe Budden and Academics. And everybody's like, wow. So,
see, okay, so Eminem started it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're not current like we are.
Well, he started it. Yeah, he threw the first shot on wax. He did. And from there now, Joe Budden replied on his podcast because Joe Budden is retired and he doesn't feel like he should be rapping anymore. So he retired from rap and he's not going to reply. And basically, he went on to say that Eminem has not been doing anything that's really dope, which is kind of true. And he said that Eminem is a rap. He's put words together.
He just matches words, rhymes words.
Really good, and he does, and that's why we love him because he puts words together and does it in a way. He rhymes words together that not even supposed to rhyme. So we like that because of the lyrical content. But when at the end of the day, like there is no substance in what he's saying. It's just like after you leave the song, we're just like, yo, he's nice, but we don't leave it like, damn, he's right. White people go through shit too. You know what I'm saying? We don't leave it like that. But so Joe Budden said that, and he was like, basically in the last 10 years, but Eminem hasn't done anything hot. But he said in the last 10 years, I've been hot. I'm hotter than Eminem, and that's what the clip you heard, right, Jones?
I sure enough heard that.
Yeah. So when we say Joe Budden versus Eminem, and that's why we say it. So do you feel like Joe Budden is hotter than Eminem? Vaughn Jackson.
Yeah.
He does. He is.
Yeah.
Hotter, not lyrical or hot? Which one?
Well, you can't bring in lyrics because Joe hasn't put out anything new in fucking eons.
Well, the last time I heard from Joe, he was dissing Drake.
Yeah,
and he put out
Twitter.
That was a dope song.
No.
A song?
No, in a song. He put out
too.
3 songs. He put out.
It was a dope song too.
Yeah.
Well, I've always been a fan of Joe Budden, and I respect his authority on hip hop because he is a lyrical person.
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel like people sometimes, I read the comments and people are always, I had to learn, shout out to the Shade Room and shit, but I had to learn that the Shade Room's demographic is young.
Right.
They
don't know a lot.
They don't know what they're talking about half the time. So I stopped even getting pulled into debates and things on the Shade Room. But I used to notice a lot of people would question Joe's authority on the topic, and I'm like, yo, to be honest with you, I fucks with Joe's opinion because he knows the history of hip hop.
That's why
He's lyrical.
That's why that show worked when he was like commenting on hip hop because he comes from that world.
It makes sense. I would respect him more than I would respect an Academics. Who the fuck is Academics?
Well, Academics is the new golden child of YouTube. He basically came up in YouTube as somebody that was just basically commenting on everything. But the fucked up thing is that he has no industry background.
He has no street cred. He has nothing.
I got more industry background than him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
when I see people,
I'm mad that you said street cred, just like you was in a fucking 90s.
No, it's the truth.
But it's true. He has no street cred. He has no industry. Like, this is why
you can't dance.
There's times even when I get into stuff with people, and I hate to talk about myself because every time I do, somebody tries to shade me and call me out and shit.
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, I wonder who. But anyway.
Please start so I can fucking demolish with my people.
But I always defend Joe, and even when I get into certain things sometimes with people, and I'm like, yo, you may not know me, you may not know my story or my history, but I've been in this industry for over 15 years. Mm-hmm. So that's right. No, I don't want no violin. I want a fucking guitar.
You play guitar?
You gotta
play the guitar, man.
You gotta play the guitar for me. So anyway, stop.
All right,
are you done?
I'm done. Or
not. I want a fucking rock guitar. Play a rock guitar to my shit. Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, hater. As I was saying before I was really interrupted.
When you hit my hand.
No, I don't normally look in the camera. I look at you guys, but I'm gonna do what you guys do.
Yeah, we
need to talk to the people.
Need to talk to the people.
I don't know, but it's something about like having a conversation. I feel like I should look at you, but I feel like I'm ignoring y'all.
You need to do both. We do both.
I look at Vaughn's beautiful eyes, and then I look in the camera to tell the camera that I'm looking at Vaughn's.
I'm gonna start looking at the camera though. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's weird. Yeah. And you fucking rapey.
I was saying all this to say that I totally respect Joe's opinion, and I agree. And I'm glad that somebody said it out loud that I like Eminem, but I don't see what the big crazy hoopla is over Eminem. Let's, like, old Eminem used to be cool. I get it.
And he brought that up too in his podcast. He said that, all right, so Eminem is more of a reactive rapper. He basically like reacts to things, and he basically like gets his momentum from being angry. So in the beginning, he got his momentum from dissing like these pop stars. Remember, he came out, he said this like Justin Bieber and like
Paris Hilton.
Wasn't alive.
All of them, yeah. He used to get,
Justin Bieber wasn't alive back then, Dream.
I said Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
I meant Justin Timberlake. That's what I meant.
Bieber was alive.
How old was Justin Bieber?
He was young, but he was alive.
Probably a baby.
He's probably fucking 3 years old.
Yeah. I meant Justin Timberlake at the time.
Fuck that kid in the Pampers.
he would have though. He would have. But yeah, so he's a reactive rapper. When he first got in the game, he basically had Dre in his corner, and Dre helped him to make him appeal to us. You know what I'm saying?
To focus that energy.
Yeah, and then after that, he has signed 50 Cent. 50 Cent helped him. You know what I'm saying? And during the 50 Cent thing,
50 ain't help him.
He did because
he did 8 Mile.
He did 8
Mile put him on the.
No. He had the beef with 8 Mile was dope.
8 Mile was fucking.
8 Mile was dope.
I'm not gonna. You're very condescending when you said that.
No, I'm not gonna say 8 Mile wasn't dope, but when he had the beef with Ja Rule. When 50 had the beef with Ja Rule, and it was like Aftermath, Shady versus Murder Inc. That's when Eminem got the momentum to be a certain person. You know what I'm saying? He was riding for his
But he didn't need that because he was a fucking tremendous artist already. I can't even recall like M really being a part of that. I'm like, I know that he was. I know he was a part of it.
I remember
it was
vividly.
50's beef. That was 50's
and war. He inherited it.
That was.
What do you mean, nah?
Let's ask Vaughn Jackson.
You can ask Vaughn, and I'm not gonna be like rude to her, but I don't think that
Vaughn
knows the songs that Eminem was dropping back then, son.
How you know? And you're sexist. That's fucking misogynist, yo.
Okay. What songs was he dropping? What songs was Eminem dropping?
It don't matter. She knows what the climate was.
She knows what.
Disrespecting my authority, my history.
I would give you a high five, but I don't want you to fucking be rapey. But go ahead.
Anyways, Eminem, and then after that he had D12 and he had Proof, and Proof died. So now it's like
I was actually in an Eminem and D12 music video back in the day.
Oh yeah?
Did you know that?
I did not.
She was in
because
My Name Is.
I don't know the songs and
So what song was it, Vaughn?
I don't remember.
But all she knows she was there.
All I do remember is that what's the crazy one name? That died? Bizarro.
No. That died. The one Proof. Proof died. Yeah.
Yes. Proof picked up the sand from Coney Island Beach and put it in his mouth. I'll never forget that.
Well, there you go for that.